This is part 2 of my Galaxy Fold initial review. Let's have a look. And so now let's wrap up here with the 5th feature. And before we jump into that, I did want to share just a few quick things here. DRM info, I am getting L1 on this Galaxy Fold. That was assumed. Looking at the Geekbench scores quickly as well, this is the Snapdragon 855 with 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. This thing is going to handle for a long period of time. I don't think performance is kind of the key about this device, but Samsung knew when they released it, they needed to release something extremely capable, extremely powerful, and they've done so here on this Galaxy Fold. So no worries in terms of performance in that way. And so also wanted to quickly do a size comparison between this Galaxy Fold just to give you guys an idea of how it does compare to some of the other phones I've been testing. So here is the Pixel 4 XL. Here's the OnePlus 7T, and here is the Realme X2 Pro. So you can see here, in terms of height, the Galaxy Fold is pretty much the same as these phones. Now when you folded this up actually and close it up, you can see it is actually much taller and much thinner than those devices. But when you turn them to the side, let's do it here with the Realme X2 Pro, quite a chunky monkey. When it's folded up, it is pretty thick indeed. The back of the phone is like the Realme X2 Pros. It is kind of a fingerprint magnet. I do appreciate the matte back on these two phones quite a bit more. And so that's why I'm going to use this Galaxy Fold pretty much with this case at all times. Not to mention the fact that it is a $2,000 device. I want to keep it safe, but I also think it just feels better in the hand when you do use this kind of Kevlar case on it. And it kind of just sticks on very nicely like so. And it also protects the front of the phone like so. And here we are with the Galaxy Fold PUBG Mobile Showdown. It's recommending the high spec settings for me, so that's really great. And look at that viewfinder for this game. Incredible. I feel like I'm holding a tablet in my hands when I see this, but no, it's a phone, guys. And this is really where I think the Galaxy Fold shines incredibly. And let's see how high can we get the settings on this device. We can go HDR and extreme. Let's enable anti-aliasing and disable auto adjust graphics. And just look at that display. I'm just astounded, guys. This is the coolest looking PUBG title screen that I've ever seen. And you know what's next. You know what is next. And it's time. It's time for the classic Frankie Tech swim test. Galaxy Fold edition. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Woo! And gosh, he is swimming with more screen real estate than he's ever swam before. This is incredible. And another thing I wanted to comment on, the dual speakers on this phone are incredible. They are up there with the Mate 20X in terms of loudness, and even just putting it at max volume now, you can hear how loud it gets. And in the plane jump, no problems here with this Snapdragon 855. And Adreno 640. Let's get down to the surface, get some guns, get some action. And you may be wondering, Frankie Tech, does the notch bother you at the top? You know what? I think in terms of symmetry, yes, it may be annoying, but you have so much display to play with here that you really just don't notice. Eventually, I'm just playing and I'm so immersed in this game that I can't even care to notice. My eyes are in this region of gameplay, so it's a non-issue, I think, when you're doing something as intense as PUBG Mobile. I just saw someone in there, and they're shooting at me. Oh yeah, there we go. 1 kill with the Galaxy Fold, the inaugural kill on PUBG Mobile. Let's see if we can get a few more. And I hear some action happening. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there he is. Oh! Take that. Oh yeah, 2 kills on the Galaxy Fold. And it's so hard to actually keep this viewfinder in the display. I'm so used to playing a little bit closer to the camera, but because it's so big, I'm having to kind of move it down. And I hear someone coming here. Oh yeah, there you are. Take that. 3 kills, baby. Booyah. So we're having a good inaugural session of PUBG Mobile here on the Galaxy Fold. And how is it feeling in the hand? It is getting a bit warm on this side now where the CPU would be. And as you know, talking about the batteries of the Galaxy Fold, There's 2 batteries in this phone, which combined make a 4,380 milliampere capacity. And from my experience so far, it's showing 6 hours right now of screen on time, and my experience has been just that, if not more. This thing should last easily a day to a day and a half, maybe even 2 days if you use it lightly or if you use the cover display quite a bit. But honestly guys, this PUBG mobile experience has been one of the most amazing ones I've had on any phone. Except for maybe the Mate 20X, this device is the new PUBG gameplay king. It is just something on another level. It really, I think the best way I can describe it is like having a tablet that is a phone. It's like playing on a tablet, but it's not a tablet. It is a phone, and it's a phone that can fit in your pocket and gives you 7.3 inches of just gorgeous AMOLED display to play with. So guys, I'm just so impressed with this Galaxy Fold in PUBG, and I hope that you enjoyed this quick gameplay. So that's it for this video and my final initial verdict here of the Galaxy Fold. After 2 days, sharing a number of the features that I like, what are the things that I maybe have an issue with this phone? Well, let's face it guys, the price of this phone is probably the biggest Achilles heel to it. At a price of 2,000 US dollars or like 15 or 16,000 Hong Kong, depending on where you get it. The list price in Hong Kong is 15,900. I got the Singapore version, so that's why I got a little bit of a discount. But let's face it, this device is exorbitant. It's not even expensive, it's exorbitant. This is something that I think for most people will be a no-go. You clearly aren't even considering this device, and in many cases it's a proven concept of what foldables will be. The next generation of this Galaxy Fold will be far more accessible to a lot of people. Hopefully Samsung can get it down in price into that 1,000 phone range, 1,200, and then a lot more people will be able to use it. The other thing I'm not a huge fan of is the back. The back is a fingerprint magnet, and the design is a little bit antiquated. It looks kind of like the design of the Galaxy S10 series. I would have appreciated a matte back, but you can solve that using the Kevlar case that comes included. And then the other, I think, issue here is that this phone does have durability concerns. Let's face it, this crease here, it's only going to get bigger. And in fact, I checked the phone that my guy was using, and shout out to Lampo, I was using his phone, and I did notice the crease was quite a bit more significant. Now, I don't know if that's because he's used it for quite a period of time, but the crease seems to get a little bit more pronounced over time. So that may be a concern as well. The other aspects, obviously, the display, any scratches, any kind of unintentional, scuffs that may happen that may damage the display. It is a very delicate unit. And if you're going to be, running around trashing this phone or using it in, settings that may be dangerous, wink, wink, you may want to consider other options. So this phone is really a proven concept, but that is the point, is that it is just an incredible proven concept, and really is the first phone that I just feel gives me that kind of experience that I first had when I used the iPhone all those years ago. There's just something that is different about this Galaxy Fold. There's something unique, there's something game-changing about it. And when you just take this phone out of your pocket, and by the way, the fingerprint scanner, that's another thing I'm not a huge fan of, would have loved some in-display version, but when you're using this phone out and about, and you're using the front display, it just feels like an iPhone 5 on the front of a big chunky phone. So what gives? Well, what gives is opening display up and then coming to this incredible, gorgeous 7.3 inch dynamic AMOLED experience. And it is an unparalleled experience in smartphones today. I do also think that this is probably the better implementation of folding. I originally thought the Mate X made more sense, but now realizing how delicate these foldable displays are, this is the way you go about it. This is the way you do it. You actually make a fold that folds in on itself and allows you to be able to keep the most delicate part of the phone away from any damage, any issues whatsoever. I did not think I was going to like the Galaxy Fold as much as I have. And I got to say shout out here to Samsung because, man, they went against the grain. They tried something different and they really have knocked it out of the park. This is an expensive proof of concept device, but it doesn't change the fact that this does represent the future of smartphones. And I can't wait to see more Android OEMs and eventually the iPhone try to give their take on this foldable future. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think of the Galaxy Fold. Is this a phone that you would even consider? Is this a phone that you like? Do you think that this version of the foldable is the right version? Or do you think the Mate X is the kind of correct approach to foldable technology? That's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Ranking Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Very long video here, but I had a lot to say about this phone. I hope you do enjoy it. And stay tuned, I'll be doing full comparisons, and I'll be doing some more camera comparisons also, taking more shots. That's it for this video. This is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech, signing off. Have a good one.